Hey! I'm Tiff.
I'm Tashari.
And together we are TNT. And on this episode of Desert Birkenstock,
we are talking shoe care. From the footbed, to the cork, to the sole, to the straps. We want you looking good for the remainder of the summer and some of your old favorite pairs.
Absolutely. So today we're going to work on some oiled leather Maiaris. This is black oiled leather. And we're going to talk about kind of some of the stuff that's in our tune-up kit, I like to call it, because it comes with everything that you need, right? So this nifty little brush that I like so much, it's probably going to stay in my hand the entire time we're doing this. This little brush is awesome. It has a chemical eraser, which is a nubuck block, and then it has these little rubber grooves, which are really good for getting down inside of these grooves of the footbed. We'll show you a close-up on that. And then it has this brush, which is really cool. It's like if you've spilled something in there and you really need to scrub it out, you can do that. If you have suede, it helps brush out the nap. It's really cool.
It's a really good surface cleaner.
Absolutely. I feel like we're on QVC. Okay, so then over here we
also have some water and stain repellent, which is good for your nubuck, your oil leather, your suedes. It actually helps clean up later on, be a lot easier.
Absolutely. That's kind of like the wax for your guard.
Or Scotch Guard, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's going to save your straps.
Absolutely. Then the next thing is your oil change. And the reason I say it's your oil change, because you want to set a reminder on your calendar about every 3 or 6 months, whichever one you're more comfortable with, to do this. So it's just like your car. You gotta do it every like 3 months, right? It's your cork seal.
It's probably the liquid gold of the entire box.
Absolutely. I mean, like if you're gonna get anything, let it be that. And then the next thing would be the footbed refresher and cleaner.
It does deodorize and clean your footbeds. Now, for those people who have been wearing Birks for a long time, you have to know that they won't go back to their original brown suede glory after being the shoes that you have loved from here to who knows where.
Right.
But they will deodorize and get up some of the surface dirt, which is really awesome.
Absolutely. So I've only had these for about a month also. Thanks guys for helping me vote on these because I love them. So we can see that these are fairly new. Like I don't think I've had them a month. I don't think I have.
No, you've probably had them about as long as my other pair, which is maybe about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, so it's gonna happen. There's no getting out of it. It's just what happens. But using that along with your little brush just kind of helps get out some of that funk.
I would show you mine, but I'm not, because my pair is a little older than 2 weeks.
Just love that.
Just a little bit.
The ones she has on are beautiful. So let's get into how you would clean these shoes here. So I'm gonna go into the uppers, the leather uppers. So the nubuck block that's on here, you can just get in here and start.
What she's gonna do is she's gonna remove any surface stains that's on that leather. That chemical eraser actually works magic. I have quite a few nubuck pairs or oil leather pairs as well, and I love using that brush just to get up some of the surface stains. She's gonna take that brush and apply a little pressure to get up some of the surface stains, and then she could also, on the other hand, take the suede brush and brush the nap back so that it has a smoother finish.
Yeah, so just getting in here and we'll get you a close-up of how that looks. Okay, and then really cool part about the brush, after I have all that, it looks like eraser shavings, not shavings, the stuff that the erasers leave behind.
Yeah.
And you just use your brush and get that right off of there.
And like I say, it totally finishes out what you've done, giving it a more smoother look.
Yep. So then, after you've done that all over the shoe.
More smooth, by the way. I did ACE English.
It's fine.
It's late.
It's, you know, we work hard around here. Sometimes that just happens. This that I'm about to show you is a secret. It's a shoe secret, and I'm going to share it with you. And really all this is Vaseline. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to massage this into the leather, because leather, just like our hands and feet and all that.
Gotta remember, it is skin, so you want to keep it moisturized so it doesn't crack.
Not like creepy, like, what's that one movie?
Let's not.
Okay.
Let's not.
All right. So we're just going to rub that into the leather, and I'm just massaging it in there so that, because this is a porous surface, right? So we don't want it to be super duper dry. So I'm just rubbing that in there, and again, we'll get you a close up so you can see exactly what I'm doing. If you put a little too much on there, that's fine. If you just have a little rag handy, you can just wipe off any of the extra, but really just massaging it in there will really help keep it nice and moisturized. Obviously, there's other things, like we have, over here we have some leather lotion. There's leather oils that you can get. But really,
And keep in mind with your lighter colors, when you use leather lotions, always test a small spot, usually on the insides of your shoes, because it's a possibility that it could darken the color. And you want to make sure you're going to like what the desired results are going to be once it dries, so that way you kind of see what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, I've kind of found that with the lighter ones, like the tobacco leather, I have found that I kind of like the way that the leather lotions go as opposed to the Vaseline, because the Vaseline is like all of a sudden a lot of moisture and it darkens it really fast. So if you kind of want to not have it go so dark so quick, I would just, like she said, test a spot so you know what you're getting yourself into. But with the blacks, like I think it's fun to have a really stark black. And again, we'll get you a close-up on this so you can see what it looks like when it's completely finished.
Personal cleaning tip: when you're using materials to get up excess, I suggest using an old t-shirt material. Towels tend to leave fibers behind on your shoes and surfaces.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just like, just t-shirt or like eyeglass cleaners or something like that. Something like that. So then for the footbed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this in here.
Just going to saturate the bed with the cleaner and deodorizer spray.
Okay.
Take the brush and brush up the excess. Again, it's not going to get it back to that regular, brown, that brand new brown suede, but it's going to deodorize it and get up any surface dirt that you may have left behind. Because let's face it, we all have left some surface dirt left behind.
Oja says happy birthday to you guys.
In case you didn't know.
Yes, I don't know if you can hear that music, but we definitely can. Just know that when you spray this in here, it's going to lift up some odors. So just be aware of that.
Be aware.
Anytime you get any of this leather wet, it will lift up those odors and you'll be able to smell it. So just be aware of that. But just the process of getting in here and cleaning it will help to eliminate those a little bit more later on. So yeah, and then finally, we've done this before.
The cork seal, which these bottles have what we like to call a little bingo dauber. So it has the sponge applicator on top. I personally like to use the sponge applicator on there. Some people use their fingers or use a Q-tip if it's handy, but you just want to get the exposed part of the cork. We cannot say that enough. Just the exposed part of the cork. It is going to go on white, but it will dry clear. That keeps your cork from piecing away with later wear.
Again, just the cork. Please do not put this in your footbed.
No.
Don't put it on your leathers. It's nice to have a paintbrush if you want to get right up alongside of the leathers, but please don't put this on your footbed. Please don't. So yeah, so we can see recently the formula that they've been using has had a matte finish as opposed to the shiny finish. Again, just so right now it's shiny, it will be clear, but you know that you did, it will be clear, it will be matte, but you know that you did this, so you know that it's sealed. So we're not going to get that factory shiny finish, but it's awesome. So now our shoe's done, and we'll show you the after here in just a few minutes. All right guys, we'll see you later.
Bye.